honestly, you know too much. So leave us on our own. You wanted a well, this is how we do it. You wanted a hit, but that's not what we do. You wanted it real, but can you tell me what's real? We've got lights and sound and stories, music's just a part. Then you wanted the truth, and then you said you wanted proof. I guess you're used to liars saying what they want. Still, we won't be babies anymore. We won't be babies anymore. We won't be babies till you take us home. And we won't be babies anymore. We won't be babies anymore. We can't be babies till you take us home. But honestly, I'm not smart. No, honestly, I'm never smart. We fake it all the time. Then you wanted the time, but maybe I can't do the time. We both know that's an awful line, but this doesn't make it wrong. You wanted it right, no out of mind and out of sight. No thinking fast and early flight. No 7 days and 40 nights. You wanted a please tell me where's the point in it. You wanted a hit, but that's not what we do. Still, we won't be babies anymore. We won't be babies anymore. We won't be babies till you take us home. And we won't be babies anymore. We won't be babies anymore. We can't be babies till you take us home.
I hope that wasn't too loud. And happy Friday to you. It's still Friday somewhere. It's still Friday till I go to bed. I don't have to go to bed. I'm a grown ass man. And with that said, all the grown ass men that aren't watching this, we're gonna do it anyway. We're still here, and we are getting closer to the playoffs. The Thor Thurl. We are sitting in a pretty good spot. 5th place, 9-8. Let's take a look at the league leaders again. A little bit of a shift, yeah. The top scorers have slowed down a little bit. Still close, but Crispin and Marcus Williams from KR, of course. They, I believe, were flip-flop order before. Look, Cook's on here. I don't know if he was on here before. KR still got 3 guys. Snoffel's still got 2. Keflavic's league score didn't really do anything to us. He feels held back. It's not a great player. He's still young. It almost seems like the trend is to develop these players. Like the Icelandic people seem to have, skills and talent, but then anybody that's good by the age of 22 to 23 is migrating into a little more competitive league. And maybe it's no offense to their home country, it's just the bigger competition are in the other leagues. So there's so much that still is supposed to happen in this game, like Champions League, and I don't know if there's an Icelandic Cup. I think there is. That'd be fun. And then there's some kind of national team aspect. I should be doing some kind of FIFA stuff. I don't know. Here we are on the march. I don't even know who we're playing next. Hauker. I do know that they're one of the lower competing teams. Look at this budget. So hopefully another chance for us to secure our playoff position. But we don't want to take them lightly either. The cohesion's pretty good. This is not so. Kept wanting to go and see where our team ranked with offensive and defensive cohesion. They're not bad. And my guys from the training academy and medical department standpoint aren't real high ranking either, so don't let me shit on anybody if you see me do that again. And I've asked, I mean, is it to the point where I demand from I think I need to have one successful year, and I say, demand more money, or else I can't do my job, Each one of their responses always made it a point to include that they hope that this doesn't impact my ability to do my job. It's just making excuses in advance for when we can't beat KR, but that's stupid because we're gonna win. I mean, we should probably have more optimism. Inerson's speed did improve. That's good because this guy's a liability with his speed and his defense, but everything else is respectable. So keep developing. I got you locked up for one more year. Maybe try to extend you again. I don't know if this opportunity or if this opens the opportunity because I'm the Icelandic coach to kind of make a under the table kind of situation, give a club team a hometown discount I can make sure that you're on at least a couple of international games where maybe you can get transfer listed or somebody wants to pick you up. You can scratch each other's nuts or whatever the saying is. But okay. We still have a number of days. Everybody's pretty much already healed up too, so we blast them. Let's give them all the training. Haldor, he's leaving, so it doesn't matter too much. I'm gonna say attacking. And what else? Defense is okay, it's not great. Free throws. I feel like attacking and free throws kind of go hand in hand. James Harden style, just attack, free throw, shoot. Alright. So let's get Gustin into the groove. Stamina was improving, that's good. Let's have him go in defense. Free throws. Just let the computer do what they're doing, Cook, because he's been playing hella well. LOL, LOL. Is that the word for that? No. Sorry, I even said the word hello. Homerson is already in great condition, so we need to work him. It's rebounding. Let's do that. Not sure what else. Attacking. I'll do that. This one. It's not very fast, but it's power forward. And that's a good one. Oh, sorry. As usual, distracted. Just doing quality control, making sure the stream is still working. It doesn't matter, because no one's trying to watch it. But I at least know that the stream is possibly still being captured, and it can be refreshed, restored, whatever, for all the people that couldn't make it, because I understand scheduling is difficult. It's Friday night. This is the time that you're probably making woo-woo, and while you're in there making all that woo-woo, he's like, I want to watch, I want to see what the Thor are doing, I want to hear Greg's witty comments while he looks at players he's never heard of, and then sometimes impresses us with his knowledge of these players he actually remembers, and that makes me do woo-woo better. That's what I'm here for. If you want me to talk you through it. I once had a good friend who had some woo-woo problems the first time he met his now wife, and I was working at GNC. I'm like, You don't have to buy like boner pills or anything. Like, just take some pre-workout nitric oxide stuff. It's like eternal youth kind of juice, man. It's good for your heart. I don't want to live forever. That's probably why I will. Alright. This is what happens, man. No one wants to talk to me. I do these streams late at night. You know, I try to be nice and host channels and during the day and follow some people. And I don't understand why people act like followers are currency. Like, you somehow lose money or lose coolness points, or people won't come watch your channel if your followers are not in a certain proportion to your following. And that's why I unfollowed Bajo's stream today. I don't know if you've ever heard of him, but when you go to these streams and these people are somewhat probably sustainably making money, and they won't even help somebody just get up to affiliate. I'm not even trying to make money. I just want to be able to do replays and just literally have like a channel of my own random stupid things, and then all the good stuff that I like to watch. I'm just trying to basically create some kind of personalized delusional fantasyland entertainment. I hope that you would watch it, and whether that's my content or the people I host. But if you know me and get along with me, or hear me on here and think you get along with me, just something out there for you, right? Place to chit chat if you want. No, I don't really know what the end goal is, other than I play this game, I do this, whether I'm on camera or not, and I'll sit here and listen to music, whether I'm on camera or not, whether I share this or I just sit here and simulate it myself. That's what it is. I do hope somebody out there finds entertainment in it, and maybe even wants to come back around and start making suggestions on what I should do roster-wise, how we should start constructing this team, possible next career moves, and do a true Let's Play. I don't know if I can keep tagging this thing as Let's Play when there's never been a single person that's told me to do something. Maybe, well, I'm just being emo. I do think there's been one or two times, and I enjoyed it. That's why I want to do more of that. But on the same token, I'm kind of a lone wolf, man. I've been doing this a long time. There's a couple of friends that always stay in the mix, but for the most part, I'm always my own best friend. That sounds depressing and stupid. Yeah. So here we are. I think I've killed a whole 20 minutes. We're still not even showing the next game on the calendar. Cheers to that. We gotta find a way to turn this into some kind of drinking game. Every time I say let's roll or whatever, when I click the proceed, I always say like let's do this, or let's go, let's roll, something. I don't know why it's always that way. but that could be some kind of cue to knock one back. Or every time I mispronounce somebody's name, or say inconsistently with the name that I've been calling them, because I'll just all of a sudden forget to call Thomason, like Thomason or Thomason, Thomason, Mike Mike Cuckold. This fucking Twitch stream kind of cuckolds me, except there's like not any chick getting it on with me or with the Twitch or whatever. Maybe somewhere there is, but in the cuckold situation, it's usually like with an eye shot. Whatever. I saw some things on the internet once. I think I know how it works. So let's look at our training conditions. Most people are in the right spot considering how long we have before our next game. We've got our goods here still inching along. I'm not even worried about it. So far away. Let's just proceed. March 2nd. Here we go. Alright, March 3rd is here. No news, developments to report. I do apologize, I'm still like 2 weeks deep into this just nagging cough, not a cough. It's a cough. But everyone in the household, and I don't feel real bad. I'm not terribly sick, snotty, or gross. It's just sometimes it's almost like maybe a mild pneumonia or something, just rattling cough. Doesn't like really produce anything. It's not good. I don't know if that's too loud. I can never tell, and then I listen to the stream sometimes later, and I can tell when it's too loud, and I keep waiting. I'm like, come on, dude, you know it's too loud. Turn that down. And I usually do. Certain songs just don't work well either in the weird lo-fi, echo, weird acoustics kind of thing. I'm losing it. I'm losing focus. Training conditions here. Hermanson's still good. Augustin's still good. Everybody else isn't great. Not real concerned. Just gonna move on to March 4th. We're gaining some speed. It's just so stupid. I can't help but laugh at how serious I take myself and trying to do these events and things. All the how-tos for streaming, they talk about trying to be consistent and stream a lot and be reliable, keep your schedule out there. And I just try to use the events. So it's like if you're wondering when you'll see me next, you see it. It's right there. It's coming soon. And then I do it pretty much every night. But no one wants to watch this, I guess. And when I think about like TEW, Total Extreme Wrestling, or EWR, those games are very similar, but I like that. No one else, I don't really, I mean, there's like 10 or 15 people that you see at different times, never really all at once even. But that's like a very niche. And Fire Pro is gonna probably be the thing. I've created and downloaded and tried, to do all the roster management, get everybody I want to have a part of a promotion. So I'm pretty pumped about that. But this is the one thing where I really had hoped some people would take interest in the, soccer manager, the football manager style game with actual professional basketball players. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. Tell you why, when I talk about the EuroLeague games and stuff that I bet on, people don't know what I'm talking about. I don't say certain team names. Does anybody watch the EuroLeague basketball? Is there some group of people out there that have played the EuroLeague game? Because there's a football like fantasy manager game that the EuroLeague specifically endorses. And I think it has like 30 or 34 Champions League teams or what have you. A couple different basketball games, and I always enjoyed the relegation, the idea of FIFA like playing from a level 6 team or something and coming up and making them like a English Premier. And it's the whole like local to global thing on TEW. And there's something always to be said about free agencies and building something out of like the most valued bargain players. Well, the pool of international players is so insane on this game that I don't think I've even made it to the part of the game that's probably what I'll enjoy the most. I don't know. If that makes you excited, I feel like I need to get some kind of stupid microphone and I can just say it to you in ASMR, and then maybe you'll be like into it. getting back. I did finally get that beer if you watched the last episode. Cool. And yet, like, I don't really understand how, like, if you even introduce money into all this. But, like, that's probably what I would do with any money I got from streaming would be redistribute. Ability for my computer to stream and then do like some different scenes that I just was afraid to even like transition or do stuff like that. That's the only thing I would do with that money is just try to do what I'm doing better to earn that money. And at some point, I want to give them some credit for making the game, but then also hold this up to the light to where they can improve it, because this could be something awesome. I really like it, and I know that it's not an official patch where all these names come from and stuff, but that comes from having a strong and lending. I don't really know how that works. Lending, transfer, and free agents, trade. I mean, it starts to get foggy for me. But a long time still before our next game. It looks like between now, March 4th, and whenever the heck we play the next game. since Hauker Hermanson doesn't want to stick around, this 19-year-old might be just as good. Free throw shooting, got some stuff to improve on, but ball handling, passing, he's not really a step down in too many ways compared from the diva who told us that he was going to try his hand on the market. Still too young. Alright, let's get back. Was there more news? There was. Asmundson got slightly better in the stamina. Yay, because his stamina is not good. 16, so long time still to develop. Kind of a liability in defense, and can't do much offensively. Maybe top 3. Isn't that how it goes? Popping 3s. Let's go back. Okay, so here's our boy. Hauker Hermanson of the Thor Thurl suffered a minor foot injury during training. Out of action for the next 4 days. That's right. Alright. Do we need to do anything? I don't know. Changing Thomason to some free throw shooting. I don't know what else. Defending. Defensive tactics. And we're still a ways out. No reason to panic. Keep working them. Let's go to March 8th. I do believe that's a drink. I said let's go to March 8th. I drank my beer. If you're watching this on the archive, because you're clearly not watching it live, so if you are watching it by deduction, therefore QED must be on archive. But This is the time when I need you. March 8th, there is positive training development news. Juliuson, Grimar, Juliuson, 16-year-old fella has improved. Something, what was it? Power. There you go. A powerful 16-year-old. That's how we like it. Be a big bully, and we'll help him figure out the defensive side of it. He's still working on marking. So I gotta turn that to rebounding. Because he's not developing. I don't know if this game has like certain traits or skills that they develop faster if you choose it versus the others, and this is one of those cases where I've had it focused on the defense and the marking for so long. Maybe he's just going to be doomed to not being very good at that, but I could still get these rebounding up. Maybe he's got some kind of skill there, but I don't know. This game could all just be nothing. It could just be pushing these buttons and there's no real logic to it. It's probably more likely than not. Improvement nonetheless. The young guys down here are getting closer to being contributors. Augustin's still just good, but we have a good bit. Trying to see where to go with our improvements. We got a couple guys that are great. This should be fine by the time game comes around. I don't know if I should change. Maverick needs to keep getting stronger. Still kind of a strongy lad, I guess. Allison maybe needs to back down on one of these. To March 9th. Okay. I just get so scared when the beer can's empty. I know I got a Duca Hazard over that friggin' counter bar or whatever. Last time I did it, caught the bar stool right in the anus. And that's the initial joy. Yeah. It's intense. Okay, March 9th. Full drama here, but let's start with the first one. Speed of Wilhelmsen is now slightly improved due to strength. Sigmunder. I mean, he's a good kid. He might not be done growing. He might be growing. He's just Never gonna get on the court unless his speed and defense gets better. Speed's not even that bad anymore. 8 could be better, but stamina is not good. He doesn't really have any offensive skills. So leave him on what he has. And speed. Yeah. If he was scoring at all. Find a place on the court if he was at least scoring, but so leave him at what he has. Alright. Training screen again. Augustin's still just good. Not progressing. I don't know if I'm working too hard. Everything else looks okay, but game is now in sight. Here it comes. That said, with the Iceland team, national team, that's nothing. Nothing in the pipeline. Look at this first-class organization. Our training, academy department, and medical are through the roof. I need to get more of my club players on here to keep them, healthy and developing and at the forefront of all these developments and skills and physical, I don't know, like training philosophies. I don't know if the game's accounting for all that, but to some extent, I mean, this chart suggests they at least pretend to. What the hell is this music? What is it? Still LCD sounds good. This is oddly enough the last song on this album. There were a couple of albums I saw earlier. I thought, I want to go listen to that. And I've forgotten. Sorry for the distraction. I'm trying to find some additional tunes for you. I'll turn this up for you if it's alright. Oh, I'm not talking here. Uh-oh. I needed to stop before I could find the other. What the heck? I'm confused because I just had the email earlier today. Talk amongst yourselves. If you need a topic you want to think about, think about Yemeni suffering. American weapons of war are mostly the things that are making them suffer. I'm trying to find the email from this music site that told me the new releases of albums for today. And I can't find it. It's frustrating, like on the daily thinking, am I crazy? I can't remember what happened. I 100% saw his email. That's why I played Peanut Bear. It said that there's a new album. And then I went to find that email. Same thing. Juju? No, Zamudo's the one. Zamudo, I'm a big fan of the books. This guy does some good stuff. Being a part of the books, like he was. Nick Zamudo? You get your money if I ever make money. You get your cut. I really appreciate. I'll just buy merchandise with your money if that's okay. Buying cool stuff with me. Sure, so what the name of the album was. So you can do it. Read the Animals. 26 songs. It says it was from 2018. This is going to be very fitting for us playing basketball. I'm like a walk in an Icelandic forest, so let's do that.
Una tierra no estaré seguro, yo volaré. Volaré, oh gloria, yo volaré en la mañana. Algún día, aleluya, gloria a Dios. Yo volaré, yo volaré, yo volaré.
tonight before I fall asleep. Try to get this thing done. Get to this next game. I want to say that the team is kind of overlooking our next opponent, but I think we're kind of overlooking them.
Sometimes. We wanted less. Less work. Less noise. Just this. You went so far. That's scary. Never let anything happen to you.
Thanks so much.